Hi, welcome to another GoForIt video. Today I will replace the bushings on the front lower arm, both sides, on my 2010 Porsche Cayenne 957. Since the day I bought this car, that I feel a knock on the suspension every time I hit a bump or a pothole or something. I have already inspected and I noticed that the rear bushing on the lower front arm really soft on both sides, worst on the driver's side. So today the game plan is to take the arms and replace the 3 bushings on each arm, on each side. The ball joint, I think it's good in both sides, so it will stay the same. Let me show you here the movement. They still have a little bit of rubber in the middle. It's not totally disappeared, but it is totally broken inside. We need to take the bolt in here, the bolt there in the other side. Remember, you have to undo the nut, always the nut, never the bolt, because of the centering tab that the bolt has that allow to align the position. So remember, always on the nut. Then we need to take the bolt here that holds the shock and also the nut here down from the ball joint. Before I undo any of them, I will mark them so I can refit it roughly in the same position to get the car to the alignment shop without struggling too much. What I do, I simply clean a little bit here on top and I make a line on the bolt and on the car. Let's now, with the 21mm wrench, start to remove the nuts. The first one is off. Now let's take the one here in the rear. Now we just need to take the bolts and take the arm. It seems simple, right? Let's see how it goes. Okay, it's loose, it was easy. No damage. From the shock, it's already released. Now I need to take these guys over here. This guy is a little bit rusty, I need to clean it. And now we need to remove the arm. It's already free. Now with the arms out of the car, I came to the press to take the bushings. I will start with the shock bushing and then I will remove the others. I'm using my bearing installer that it's the exact size and I will press it out. And the first one is out. So let me show you. This is the rear bushing and on the driver's side is the worst one. You can see how damaged it is. The center is totally separated in one side and all around is all cracked. The others are not that bad, but just because we have the arm out and we need to align the car again, let's take them all. We have here the new bushing. I don't think that it's too important, but you can see that it has like 4 dots in there. These dots in the old one were facing the front of the car. So I'll install this in the same way. Now you can see here the comparison between the new one and the old. It is not that bad. Some usage marks there. So yeah, this will go away. Remember the 4 dots facing the front. I just applied some lube in there to help him slide in. And now on top I have 3D printed a spacer that I will put here to avoid to apply force in the center of the bushing. Let's go. So this one goes in really easy because of the lube and also because the housing of the bushing is plastic, so it's a little bit easier to slide it in. But the first one is in place. The shape of the arm, it's not easy to remove this bushing because it needs to go that way. The bushing itself, it has a metal sleeve and it has a metallic tab that sits against the arm like this. This fluffy rubber goes to the inside. So what I will do, in order to take it really easy, I will take a hand saw and I will cut it all around. So the idea is to cut this metallic tab and then I can press it in that way. And hopefully it will be loose and get out. Let's now cut this guy and then try to press it. So I have it now cutted all around. Let me see if I can show you. You see, I did a nice cut all around and now I will bend this tab and break it and then I will cut the rubber and take this part off. With the arm already in the press, let's see how it goes to try to pull that guy out. And the bushing is off. Now I will apply some lube inside because it will help the rubber to slide properly. The idea is really simple. We have the bushing that needs to pass this rubber tab to the other side to be nice and flush with the face. So I will put it inside, but I will try to bend it to the front so it can slide with the edge pointing to outside, and when I press it in, when it reaches the other side, tab here just open and it will stay in place. Now we can transfer the arm to the press and push it all in. Back to the press. Now we need to use the spacer to avoid to damage the bushing, and let's start to push it in slowly. There it is, totally seated all the way around. So now it is missing only the big one. These are really destroyed. The others, they were okay, but this one no, and this was the origin of the knocking that I heard of the arm clashing with the car. This can go out on that way. I can put it on the press and have a long bar to push them out, but it will be way easier to just cut also this lip here and press them like this in vertical down to this side. I will just slice this, take it and then press it to the front and put the new one in. So you need to be careful with the position to install the new bushing. As you can see, it has this cut here and it has a dedicated position in the arm to go in. If you see that cut point to outside, and you have here this mark, and you can see on the face here where it was the previous cut. So let's align it to the same place and press it to the arm. Now back in the car, we need to install the ball joint first. Now we push the arm in the back first. Like this. I hold it with my jack and I position to be able to insert the first bolt. There it is. Let's now put the washers and the nut. Just snug them in place. At this point we'll just snug the nut, and we don't want to tighten it because the suspension is not on the right position. You have two ways to do this. You can jack up all the assembly to the right height. It's better if you want to do like that before you start to measure from a point up to somewhere, maybe here on the caliper, and then you jack this up to have the suspension on the riding height. You can bolt them and torque them, but I prefer to just snug the nut, then when everything is done, lower the car, put it on the floor, and with that height set, then I tighten the nuts. Obviously needs to be aligned, so I will not torque them even when I have it on the floor. I will just tighten them by hand in the positions because I have marked all the bolts like you saw on the beginning of the video. I will put them on the marks, tighten them, and I will take the car to the alignment shop and they will align it and then torque the bolts correctly. With the real bolts snugged in place, we just need to push the shock absorber to the right place. I will use the jack here below to push it up. And force it to the right place. There it is. Now the last thing that we need to tighten, it's the ball joint. It has a Torx T40 on the top here. To finalize the job, we just need to install the wheel and repeat in the other side. After lowering the car and have both sides done, don't forget to properly torque the wheels. This was the video for today. I really hope you enjoy it and it can be useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications so you don't lose any of the new content. Follow me also on the social networks, on Facebook and special on Instagram, where I post regular updates between the videos. See you on the next one. Bye!